Oh, what is up, humans of the cardboard? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. We are 2 weeks away from Burst of Destiny coming out in the OCG. It kind of snuck up on us, but listen, we've got over 50 cards that still need to be revealed for the set that we're going to get in the next 2 weeks. We only have one card revealed tonight, and yes, I know you're saying, what, Starry Night support? Come on, John, you're better than that. You don't need to make a whole video. And I said, you're right. But then I read the card and I was like, this is a really nice card for the deck. It really, really is. So we'll be getting into him. We'll talk about all of his applications with the deck. But yeah, keep in mind, just wanted to keep you aware of that. Burst of Destiny comes out in 2 weeks, almost exactly to the OCG, and still over 50 cards to come out. So we'll get a ton of stuff revealed very, very soon. Okay, today we have Starry Night Orbitail. His design is awesome, by the way. He's literally my new favorite artwork for the main deck, other than Rael, which is like the actual best like one in the deck. His design is dope, and he's probably now the second best one in the deck. Okay, so he is a light fairy, of course, level 4, 400 attack, 2100 defense, low attack, but high booty. It's a pretty big booty, which I do appreciate for sure. All right, you can only use the first and second effects of this card's effects once per turn. First effect reads, quick effect. You can target one light monster you control, tribute it, and if you do, set set one Starry Night spell or trap card directly from your deck to your field. Second effect, if a face-up level 7 light dragon monster you control is returned to the hand while this card's in your grave, you can special summon this from your graveyard. Ooh. Okay, so long story short, this card's actually really, really good for Starry Nights. I'm kind of blown away by how nice this card is for them, okay? Couple things. On the first effect, it has a lot of good stuff going on with it. First part, it's a quick effect, which means if you leave him on the field going into your opponent's turn, you tribute him on your opponent's turn to still get like cards, or like using a second effect to revive himself, he can then tribute himself to get you a spell or trap on your opponent's turn, then to be able to use him again on your next turn potentially. Really, really strong, like really good. This card is just so recursive. He doesn't even banish himself when he brings himself back via his second effect, and the second effect is going to trigger all the time because the whole point of the strategy is just to turbo out the level 7 dragon guy and then bounce it back to hand so that you can turbo it out again. Yeah, other things with the first effect, I like that it targets any light monster you control, including himself. Sometimes Konami will put clauses on cards like this that say target one other card you control. He's a pseudo normal summon if you want, right? Just normal summon him. Maybe you already have the dragon in hand, or you have one of the good traps, one of the better traps in hand. Just tribute him to get the other piece you don't have. Get either the search spell or a trap, so that way you have disruption at least, and he's going to be a recursive card in grave. A lot of stuff. I think the fact that this deck also has like a Rhoda that searches monsters means that this card essentially gets you to monsters as well. It's a really good card. Also, last thing you want to keep in mind, this deck wants to play Ties of the Brethren. This is a phenomenal Ties of the Brethren target. The deck kind of lacked a third good Ties of the Brethren target, in my opinion, right? So when you look at this stuff, obviously you base the deck around Starry Night, Starry Dragon, right? Turbo him out, he pops a card when he's summoned, fine. It's not a great win condition, but it works, what the deck wants to do. Rael is your Stratos, right? On normal summon, add a Starry Night spell or trap, so this also gets you a spell or trap. And then it can like revive something. It can revive another Starry Night monster from grave. Astel is okay. He lets you like tribute a light monster to special summon a light dragon from hand. That's actually pretty good because if you don't have the trap online, he could be a monster route that can still get the ability to turbo this out as a quick effect on your opponent's turn. So he's probably one of the other decent ones. Sael's just kind of okay. It can summon itself by like returning a Starry Night monster or a level 7 light dragon monster back to the hand. So he kind of like swaps with them. They're not really a plus. He's just kind of a break even, kind of just helps reset your hand. He's okay. And then you have Flamel. Flamel just kind of wants to end up in grave because you can banish him from grave to target a level 7 dragon you control and return it back to your hand. So he just kind of helps you reload it back to hand. And that's a quick effect too. So it does help dodge certain things. So really outside, normally you just want to be normal summoning Rael and then activating Ties to the Brethren. And this card, the new monster now, makes that like so much better. Like that, the fact that you're going to search a spell, Ties to the Brethren for 2 more bodies, which is probably going to be like Estelle and the new guy. And the new guy is going to be able to tribute something to get a search. And because he's a quick effect, he could tribute something else on your turn, and then tribute himself on your opponent's turn. So he's getting you 2 spells and traps there, which is really strong. And almost reminds me of like Lilith, how Lilith could tribute something else, and then you still keep Lilith for your opponent's turn, and then it tributes itself on your opponent's turn to get another spell or another trap card. So really, really good. As far as the actual targets that we're searching off of him, you have Balefire. Geez. This either adds a Starry Night monster or a level 7 Light Dragon. So really, really nice that this card essentially can get you just 2 your monsters if you want it to. So that's really nice. You can go for Starry Night Sky. This gives you an additional normal summon, and if you return a level 7 dragon to your hand, you can draw a card, so it gives you potential later draws. Okay, it's an extender, not the best, but it's an extender. Ceremony, not bad either. It lets you reveal a light fairy in hand, add a level 7 light dragon, and then you shuffle the fairy back to the deck. It's not the greatest thing. This card really did not need to shuffle the card back into the deck because it makes this card like a break even instead of like a +1. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then it also gives you the ability when your opponent activates any card or effect to just summon the dragon from hand. So it's another route to just get him out quickly on your opponent's turn to get a nice trigger and get the pop. And then you have the traps. These are the other ones that are really important, because if you either have the dragon or one of these, you kind of want to use this new guy to get the other things, so you can at least set up some disruption. This is a continuous trap that can either just summon him from the hand, the level 7 dragon, or bounce it. So the whole goal is like every turn you're trying to summon him on your opponent's turn to pop something, and then bounce him back to recur on your turn. So really cool. Really, really good card. Definitely want to get that set up. And then usually you're never getting this until after you have this plus the dragon, but this may be a 1-0 for when you do already have all the rest of the setup, because this can return a level 7 light dragon you control to the hand to negate any card or effect and destroy it. So it's actually pretty good. It's not a counter trap, but it is still a negate. That's pretty decent. So yeah, I just think this card really helps push the strategy a little bit more towards getting to like some of the more powerful setups it can do. And yeah, I'm honestly just like satisfied. I really wasn't going to make a video about this, and then I read the card and I was like, wow, this card really helps. It's another additional like solid normal summon for the deck. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's a normal summon that fixes your hand to get at least to like the Starry Night setup that you're looking for. As well as it recurs itself every turn, doesn't even banish itself once it leaves the field, none of that stuff. So really, really cool. Yeah, but that's going to do it for me here, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on this new card? Are Starry Nights like a little bit better? They're definitely a little bit better, but how much better are they? I don't think they're crazy. I still think they need a better win condition than what they have access to now. They can't really close out games. Their interruptions are pretty rudimentary. Like, your interruptions are just the pop from Starry Night Dragon, and if you can get this set up, it's a negate. You're going to need to play Floodgates. You're going to need to play some busted trap cards to go along with it, but, you know, maybe if you can, it can get you there. So I don't know. We will see. But let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on the new card, and subscribe if you want to see reviews and discussions on all the new cards we're going to get revealed in the next 2 weeks from Burst of Destiny. Very excited for that. So yeah, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I've been talking your ear off too early in the morning long enough. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.